You can't be profitable all the time, even when using crypto grid bots to mitigate the risk, yet having a strategy is essential to make sure that you make up for your losses and are profitable on the long term, even when the market is not working on your favor. With the right approach, you may even end up making extra profits, so stay tuned if you would like to check that out. Hi, I'm Hugo from awaketech.com, and in this video I will show you why and when you should close a grid bot to stop losing money. If you follow this strategy, you might even end up being on top once the market bounces back, and I will also show you why and when to close a bot, but also how to do that, and talk a little bit about what you can do once you cancel an unprofitable bot. You might want to consider closing the bot when it's out of range. On the first scenario, we are talking about a bot that gets out of range, but it would be on the high price. So in that case, your bot has already sold almost everything that it has bought from a certain pair. So let's say that you are trading USDT BTC with your grid bot, then the bot sold almost everything of BTC for USDT, and it has already surpassed the last sell order, which is the limit or the high price line that you can see on your graph, meaning that there are no more grids, hence it won't make any more trades to sell BTC for USDT. So if you have big gains and think that the price might drop, consider closing your bot and locking in the profits. Sometimes it is very noticeable when there is a pump or a very big move upwards in a short period of time. Sometimes you might even see this because a coin is trending on social media, to then see people screaming about it because it has dropped substantially. But of course, our strategy already catches at least 20% price increases on a specific coin. Those can be all at once, or they can go over time to then hit that price level, and it is a good starting point, although you could tweak that if you have a different strategy. The bot can still be out of range, but instead of being because the higher price has been reached, it can be because the price has dropped so much that the bot is no longer buying anything. So that means that if you have the low price and the price of your coin has dropped below that, then it won't be making any more trades, hence you are not buying, which means that you won't make profits anymore. And a lot of times people using the bots might end up canceling because of FOMO, because they are afraid of losing their money, and then it ends up reverting back to previous price levels, or even having a big spike, and you would have lost on profits massively. Having your bot out of range doesn't necessarily mean that you are losing money unless you sell your coins, because you are simply just not making money from volatility, but you still have the same amount of the coin that you were trading. So you should wait at least 1 or 2 weeks and then think about closing your bot. Meanwhile, you get some time to think about your next move, what you might want to run after closing that bot, because otherwise you'll have your funds just not working for you. Another reason you might want to close your bot is simply because it is underperforming. You have your funds locked up on a low volatility pair, and you might be wasting your time, even though you are using a bot, especially when comparing it to other pairs who might be performing much better and above all expectations. If you have a daily average of less than 0.4 in what concerns the gains that you are making from a certain bot, then you can consider closing it. Before closing, you should have a clear idea of what you want to do next, and the previous bot should at least be profitable or on the green. Otherwise, if you are not making profits, then you should considering regridding or creating a new bot on the same coin but with a new range, so that you can catch the bot going down and then reverting back to make up for your losses. Depending on the platform that you are using, you will have multiple and different ways to close your bot. So you can do that by just clicking on a cancel button on your specific specific site or software. Some will allow you to just straight out cancel the orders, which are represented by all of the lines in your grid or your grids, while other bots will allow you to both cancel the orders but also sell your funds right away. If your bot does not allow you to sell the funds altogether, then you might need to go into your exchange and then sell those funds that you no longer need. This might happen because you are trading, for example, BTC against USDT, and if your bot is out of range because it is profitable, you have already reached the high price, which means that you almost sold all your BTC, but there is still some that you were not able to sell, such as, for example, $10 in BTC. You will want to sell that because there is money that you can use for your next bot, and you should not have it on that coin unless you really want to hold it. If you are thinking about regridding or opening a new bot to recover from losses, then do not sell your coins. Now let's say that your bot went out of range or became unprofitable, just like we said in one of those scenarios. Then you can proceed to using something which is called regrid, which is simply creating a new bot on a new range with the exact same pair, but of course different settings adjusted to the new prices. And of course this is usually implemented when the bot gets out of range because the price decreased a lot, so that would be more than 30% decrease in price, since our strategy usually catches up to at least 30% decreases and 20% increases in price, which, as you can see, is already a good starting point. Chances are, if a crypto has dropped substantially before, it will either go sideways or up very soon, which means that you can still make profits from volatility and capital gains. Then if you want to open a new bot, in the case you are a very proficient trader or you really know what you are doing, you can just do that with a new trading pair that you know will go up instead of regridding. But regridding is still a great option nonetheless, because you will get to sell the coins for profit, or at least make profit from volatility instead of selling them out right away and losing on profits. What do you think about this approach? How do you handle your losses? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like if you enjoyed the video, and you can check out the description for a free grid trading bot template with all of the settings, pair research, and even allocations if you want to manage your funds and not put all your eggs in one basket. On the next one, I will show you how you can manage your fund allocations and everything like that, so that you can keep your risk levels and even earn passive income over your bot profits. So make sure to just subscribe and tick the bell icon if you want to get notified once that video comes out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.